Time is one of the most equitable things in the world. Everyone, rich or poor, young or old, has the same 24 hours in a single day. So why are billionaires like Elon Musk and Bill Gates so different from regular people like us? Apparently, they make good use of their time. Today, we'll talk about how the majority of great businessmen and billionaires optimize their time and what rule to apply. This is called 5-hour rule. In short, this is the rule where we spend 1 hour a day learning, reflecting, and thinking. We do this 5 times a week, which makes up the 5-hour rule. The rule dates to Benjamin Franklin, who would devote at least an hour each day specifically to learning something new. Franklin would rise early to read and write. He even set up his own club of artisans and experimenters. Today, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, and Bill Gates all employ some version of the 5-hour rule. This rule seems easy to apply, however, it is quite hard to constantly apply every week. According to one study, the majority of successful people spend their time reading or listening to podcasts rather than watching TV. Bill Gates reads 50 books every year and frequently brings a tote bag of books on vacation, while Warren Buffett spends 5 to 6 hours per day reading. Why then do people like them have to manage so many things yet still have time to read when our schedules are packed with irrelevant tasks and we don't have any spare time for reading? Basically, the key is to make use of all the free time. We waste too much time on social media, which is a widespread problem today. We used it on the way to work, while waiting for food at restaurants, and even when eating alone. The cumulative duration may be greater than 1 hour each day if we can use the time to read or learn something new. So, following the 5-hour rule is not impossible. If we want to implement the 5 hours rule on ourselves, we must understand how to learn and apply information most efficiently. The 5-hour rule is divided into 3 sections. First is read. Elon Musk once claimed that he learned everything about rockets from books alone. Reading will provide us with new perspectives and enable us to make better investment decisions. Therefore, keep reading even if you are unable to dedicate an hour a day to it. The time limit is only for reference. You can begin reading from 20 to 30 minutes. Productivity expert Chance Maddox writes, "It's no secret that successful people read. The average millionaire is said to read 2 or more books per month." In order to absorb more knowledge, she advises everyone to read blogs, news sites, fiction and non-fiction during downtime. If you're frequently on the go, listen to audiobooks or podcasts. The second is reflect. The 5-hour rule also includes reflecting and thinking. This could be as simple as writing down your thoughts or simply staring at the wall. For instance, Sarah Blakely, the creator of Spanx, keeps a journal regularly. You may review what you did successfully and learn from your faults by keeping your attention on the past. As a result, you'll be better suited to achieve your goals and improve your life. In 2014, a University of Texas study found that mental rest and reflection improves learning. So, how should we get started? Make time in your calendar for reflection. I've discovered that blocking out 15 to 20 minutes after lunch is perfect when getting out of the post-lunch slump. However, start small. Set aside 5 or 10 minutes each day, then increase the amount gradually to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Know the questions you want to ask. Stick with just 2 or 3 questions focused on that specific day. For example, if you attended a conference, ask, "What were the key takeaways, and how can I apply this to my business?" The third and final step is rapid experimentation. Ben Franklin and Thomas Edison became leading inventors and thinkers because of their experiments. We have Gmail because Google allowed employees to experiment with new ideas. The reason experiments are so useful is because you have facts, not assumptions. Experiments show you what's working. You can learn from your mistakes and obtain feedback from others. Best of all, experimentation isn't that time consuming. So, when we read about some investing strategies, we can also use a small amount of money to take experiment on it. If the results come out good, then we can increase the money afterwards. On contrary, if the strategies come out not so useful, then we can learn as experience. If you have other opinions, let's comment below. Please help to like and subscribe.